Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This is MazezRealm once again, and welcome to another episode of The Arsenal. Now, I am really excited about this particular episode, just because I'm not only covering my favorite assault rifle in Black Ops 2, but I'm also covering one of my favorite assault rifles of all time in real life. And the Heckler & Koch XM8 is one of the most unique platforms to ever be introduced in the assault rifle category, in my opinion, in real life. And it kind of translates really uniquely to Black Ops 2 as well. And that's just why it's my favorite assault rifle in the game. Not to mention that it's actually a very formidable assault rifle and performs really well in the right hands. So without further ado, I'll jump right into the class setup that I have for you guys today. And as you can see, I'm using the M8A1 with 3 attachments on it, courtesy of the primary gunfighter wildcard that I have equipped there. And that enables me to use the suppressor, the quick draw handle, and the adjustable stock all together in one awesome package. And my alternate M8 class was actually with the suppressor, the select fire attachment, and the adjustable stock. For those of you who like the fully automatic assault rifles, that's probably your best bet. So for this particular gameplay and loadout, though, I used the quick draw handle. So as far as my perks are concerned, those are pretty straightforward. I'm using Ghost, Scavenger, and Toughness, and Dead Silence as well. And the reason why we could stack up Scavenger Toughness is because of the perk 2 Greed wildcard. So that goes pretty much without saying. So now I just want to jump in to the gameplay. And I was actually playing on the map Aftermath. And typically when I play Aftermath, I tend to snipe and keep all of my engagements at long range. But the beauty of the XM8, or the M8A1 as it's called in game, is that not only is it really good at long ranges, but it has enough high damage to actually kill enemies at a really close range as well. As you can see right there, I knocked that guy down very quickly, and it's a burst weapon. So don't let the fact that it's a burst weapon throw you off. It's really a very unique weapon in that it is the first weapon ever in any Call of Duty game to have a 4-round burst. It's so unique, it hasn't ever been seen before, and that is another thing that makes the XM8 really an awesome weapon in the game. And another thing that's really unique about the XM8 is that it just handles really well. It aims down sights very quickly, even without the quick draw handle, and it just handles well. It has good mobility, a decent reload time, and all of these things really play to the strengths of the attachments that I'm using on this loadout right here. And as you can see, we also have 2 attachments that help with the mobility and help us stay on target as well. So the adjustable stock helps us maintain that mobility so that we can compete with submachine guns at close range. And also, the quick draw handle helps us aim down sights very quickly. That goes without saying. But if you are using the select fire attachment, you really won't miss the quick draw handle as much as you might think, just because that adjustable stock gives you that mobility that you need to not only aim down sights, but put that punishing high rate of fire onto your target and eliminate the threat. So that's a really good thing about the XM8. And another really cool thing about this assault rifle is that it is dead accurate. It is really accurate. And because it's very accurate, the toughness perk really helps with not even flinching in the least when you're taking a little bit of damage while aiming. And that makes this class just really good in almost any situation you'll run into the enemy in. I mean, you can do well in close quarters combat, you can do well at medium range, and you can do well at long ranges. And that is another really good thing because if you want to make a stealth loadout, kind of like this loadout is, you'll be able to use a suppressor and not feel hampered as much as you might if you suppressed other assault rifles that are really hampered by using the suppressor attachment. So it's a weapon that performs really well with a suppressor, and it's a really good weapon for a stealth build. And in fact, it was such a good weapon in my hands and in the game, in my opinion, that it was the first weapon that I took with me when I prestiged a while back. It was the first weapon that I took with me, simply because not only do you unlock it at a really late level, it's the second to last assault rifle that you unlock, but it's also my favorite, so I just had to take it with me. And for those of you who haven't gotten a chance to try it out, because it is a burst weapon, and the SWAT 556 is actually a burst weapon that is really good, and sometimes considered to be better than the XM8, I would strongly consider that you guys give this gun a shot. Simply because it might not have the same amount of damage that the SWAT 556 has, but it has such a good rate of fire, at such a high rate of fire, that it actually is more forgiving than the SWAT 556 when you don't have the select fire attachment unlocked yet. So if you're really into prestiging your assault rifles, and you're really just not looking forward to working on the burst weapons, give this gun a shot. I just cannot talk more highly of this gun. And it's not that I'm just saying this because it's my favorite assault rifle. I'm saying this because it's one of the most underused weapons in Black Ops 2. And in order to keep things fresh in Black Ops 2, you gotta sometimes switch it up to weapons that you've not really tried out before. And this is one of the weapons that is just not seen in the game very often, and in a way I'm glad it's really not, because I get to enjoy it all to myself. But I wanted you guys to be able to enjoy it as much as I have in this game. And that's one thing that I would keep in mind if you're trying to keep Black Ops 2 entertaining for you guys. And all of these new things that have been added to Black Ops 2 also have added some really cool elements to Black Ops 2 visually. And I want you guys to be able to experience Black Ops 2 like you have never experienced it before. And what better way to do that than to try out using one of the best weapons in the game and just enjoy using it. It's really worth your guys' time. So, a little bit more about the gameplay here. You can probably tell that this was a really good gameplay. It was a team deathmatch on 6v6, which, it's hard to get yourself some of those really high kill streaks. Anything can happen, especially in a map like Aftermath, where there's a lot of camping, and there's just a lot of people that play the map in a really crappy way, as it were, and it sometimes hampers you from getting those really high kill streaks if you're not using hardline. So I actually was brave this match, and it actually paid off, because I got all of the kill streaks that I had equipped, and so that was really awesome. So I would really recommend that you guys try out this class, and let me know in the comment section below if it worked out for you guys as well as it did for me. So if you guys are interested in watching the previous episode of The Arsenal, you can do that by clicking on the thumbnail there on your screen. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, you can do that by clicking on the subscribe button there on the top right. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can also do that by hovering over that Twitter icon and seeing my Twitter, and then you can go ahead and follow me there, and that way you can just interact with me one-on-one, and it'll be a good time. So, also, be sure to check out the rest of my playlists by clicking the MazezRealm icon there on the bottom of your screen. And if you want to watch a similar series to The Arsenal, you can watch my Keys to Success series, which a lot of you guys really like, and I have a lot of cool things to talk about on that series as well. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, this has been MazezRealm. I'm out.